All right. Now, when we get to the machine, I usually set it to the side a little bit. That way I could just slide the hat in. Right now, my settings are 350 by 80. I will show you, but unfortunately, my camera setup is just horrible. So, nonetheless, 350 by 80. So that's gonna be 13 by 0.78 inches around. So you'll be able to go from one side to the next. That's I think I could. I think you could push it to at least 14, but I wouldn't recommend it. But these are my settings. I don't know what the original settings are. I might have changed them. That's the case. And then for height wise, I got it set at 80, and that's about 3.1 inches. And that's going to be perfect for hats. That'll give you enough height to work with because usually baseball caps on the side, from the bottom to the top, you're only going to get like 2.7 inches max. Maybe you could get up to 3 inches. I wouldn't recommend it because you want to keep the design in the middle. So most people do 2.5. The most I'll do is like a 2.7. Just depends how big the logo is. Um, so it's set. I got it in the middle. Usually when I put the hat in, I won't start with the hat in place. I put the design where I want it to be at or whereabouts. Because right now you can't see it, but I'm reaching my limits. You can't see it too much. Matter of fact, let's see if I can show you. But if you look on the screen, I'm just about going to be on that edge, you see? So sometimes I won't bring it all the way. I'll give it enough space in case I got to move it a little bit forward. Obviously backward we're limited. We're not going to have that much distance. Right now I'm sitting in the middle. I believe this design that I'm doing, it's 3 inches wide by 2.6 in height. So it should fit nice. I mean, width wise, it's probably going to come out towards the sides, but I'm not worried about it because it's a nice logo. I'm not really too concerned. If it was for a customer, I mean, it's whatever the customer wants. But if you ask me, I would give them limitations on the on how big of an area you're willing to do. So most people won't go past 2.5 millimeters. They ain't, or 2.5 inches. I'm sorry. Some people don't want to waste their time, and that's within width and height. So they want to put a small logo so it fits in there. Me personally, I just do what the customer wants, and if they complain, well, hey, that's what you wanted. But nonetheless, for those of you that's not even concerned about customer service, I'll set the hat. It's really no issues here, really, because it's soft here. It's not like the front of the hat where it's structured. Here it's soft. It's like you're stitching on a t-shirt in a sense. I just set my colors. You know, sometimes when you reset your colors, it's going to want you to set starts. Sometimes I don't like to have the hat in there set start. And I'm going to show you why. When I'm tracing, yes. But for set start, I don't like to put the hat in. This is why. You see all this pulling? Because it's going to outline the entire area. So it'll probably go past the 3 inches. The hat doesn't really have, once you get up to here, that's about 3 inches when you get up to the dot. And it'll pull the fabric left, right, left. You don't want that. The same procedure for a dad hat, because you can do dad hats on here. Those are, give me a second. For those of you that don't know what a dad hat is, these are dad hats. But these are not structured at all. These are it's like stitching on a t-shirt. It's just cloth. But you can do those on here. You gotta hoop them. You gotta hoop them real tight. You run the machine slow until your underlay is covered the whole entire area. Then you can probably speed it up. But I don't like to do that trace while the hat is on for that reason. So usually I'll take it off I'll let it set start, then I'll put it back on and do the float. So that way on the float, I can see my location. Because I might be way out of bounds, as you can see. So we're reaching. We're already on towards the front of the hat. I know it's a little hard to tell, but we're gonna work with it. So I only got a little space to move back before the machine goes off. I'm trying to do this fast so you can get to the point. Sometimes when you set start like that and the hat gets caught up, this whole bar will go out of place. So you're gonna have to take the hat driver out, set it for a flat frame so it'll reset itself, then put the hat driver back on and set it for the hat driver. So taking the hat off, if you ask me, I'll take it off. And then I'll do the float, because the float is basically just gonna go within the area that it's gonna stitch in. And it won't push the hat out as much as you'll see. So here's my needle. It's still a little too far on that end, but I might not even mind, because I think, yeah, it's going to be a little far on that end. So it's going to be, it's pretty much sit in the middle. It's going to come over here. I'm going to go with that. I'm not too upset with that. So what I'll do is this, because you don't want this puckering up. What'll happen is if it puckers, if you leave it like this, puckered like this, when you make your stitches, it's gonna look wavy. You don't want waves in it. You want to look as professional as possible, obviously, right? That's the whole point of this. So you set it, tighten it up. So right now I'm at 720. I'll hit start, and I'll just lower it from there. I'll bring it down to like 400. I'll bring it down to like 470, because I want these underlay stitches. Before I raise the speed, I want these underlay stitches to grab hold of my back. But if you ask me, you don't have to run these too fast. You can go, you can probably go 700. 550, 600 is fine. It's really up to you. After a while, you'll build confidence and you'll say to yourself, you know what, I can run these at 800. Because that's the max speed. Well, for my machine, I have a 12 meter. Stop the machine there. The only thing, let's do this. Alright, I'm going to show you what I mean by the pucker. If you see there, you see how it's wavy here? That's what you don't want. I think we're going to be alright, because as it stitches, it's just going to tighten up here. I might get some puckering, but not too much, because the design, it's not going to be too much bigger here. This is probably the lowest it's going to go. I probably could have brought this lower to the belt here. I probably could have got it down to here, because right here on the other side is the belt here, and then on the other side is the groove that you set the belt in. So you could get us probably from the edge on up, you probably could a little quarter inch. I mean, if you set it too low, the needle might hit and break. That's probably your biggest issue. It's not a deal breaker if you ask me. But that, as far as the hats go, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know.